All right, so here he is, the man they call Biggie Boy and the first native of little Suriname to cross into the UFC. Heavyweight contender and a bona fide one at that, Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Outstanding rookie here in the UFC in 2019, won all 4 of his fights, all 4 of them by knockout. None bigger, of course, than that lip separation of Alistair Overeem that set up a future fight with Francis Ngannou. A lot of people feel like Rozenstruik is the future. We'll try to be the present here tonight. So here he is, one of the best boxers on this UFC roster, and if this fight was to be contested under the Marquess of Queensberry rules, it would be no contest, but we got an MMA fight here tonight.
We would be talking about a one-round fight, because there are no fighters in the UFC that can compete with this guy in that one form of combat. Such a great jab, the head movement. It's never on a line. He's constantly going left to right, right to left. It's like a triangle. He's moving. You can never see a stationary target in his approach. And what I truly love about him is his ability to really dig that left body shot to try and find the liver to end fights. We don't see knockouts like that very often. This man has done this a number of times in the UFC.
The sweet science. Some people think boxing is simple. It is anything but. This fighter has certainly mastered it. Tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jairzinho Biggie Boy Rozenstruik. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the Korean Superboy Duho Choi.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the 3rd man in the Octagon tonight. All right, here we are back in Montreal at the Bell Center, and with respect to all of the MMA fans globally around the world, for my money, this is the loudest venue I have ever heard for a UFC live event.
If they say that the United Center is the home that MJ built, this is Georges St. Pierre's home, the Bell Center in Montreal. And I'm telling you, man, when the hometown boy hits the curtain, these people go crazy. This is a phenomenal fight environment.
Strong kick to the outside of that lead leg for him there. You do not want to eat too many of those.
No, you can't. He does not wind up on that kick, but he somehow is managing to land it with so much force.
Man, his jab is good. There it is. All right, leg kicks are the weapon of choice early for this kickboxer. No surprise that he would try to attack that lead limb of the boxer, who all of a sudden has to make some adjustments, and we're just getting started.
Well, he's got to beat that lead leg up. He's got to limit the mobility of the boxer by kicking that leg over and over again. He did it early. Let's see if the boxer can start to pick up on it and try to check that kick so that he doesn't get beat down and be very limited in his approach.
Oh, flush knee to the body. He's got the length advantage in this fight and certainly made it count in that exchange. Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
He's not allowing his opponent to get any damage off on him by blocking all these attacks.
Unable to connect with a right hook. Oh, that's a nice combination, and not just a 2-piece either. Man, look at that jab right there. If he doesn't make some adjustments, Mommy's not going to recognize him. His nose is getting all swollen.
I mean, he's getting battered. He's taking him right on the face, too. He's trying to play catch-up. He's not moving his head. in advance of the jab coming. This boxer is way too good to try to react to the shots opposed to getting ahead of it.
Well, we'll see if he has any response here. His opponent continues to land. A lot of swelling upstairs.
Well, you got to move your head. You've got to be preemptive. You cannot wait until your opponent starts to throw something in your direction. You've got to avoid right now if you want to avoid having this become an issue. Big body kick.
Oh, that is a nasty inside leg kick, DC.
It is a great technique, but it only takes one time to check it,
right,
and your night can be over. Or you can end up like Anderson Silva. Be careful.
Got an issue, here's a tissue. Just over 2 minutes, round one. Effective jab there by Rosenstruck. Inside leg kick. Try to establish that jab. Up the middle. And they clinch.
Oh, man.
Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook, he's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here. They're so evenly matched, they're going tit for tat.
Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now. Big power shot there. Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by the Korean Superboy.
He's got to start moving his head. He cannot take this many shots to the head. Oh, big elbow.
Trying to find a home for that right hand. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job.
Oh, flying knee right to the melon. Oh, and he lands another counter strike here. He has landed several in this round. And if you are a counter-striking stylist, you can do worse than watching this guy compete. Beautiful job defensively, head movement, foot movement, and ultimately finding a home for these counter shots repeatedly in this round. 15 seconds remain in the round.
That one was clean. Great punch. Oh, nice takedown defense.
Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
Oh, a single collar tie there. Round two straight ahead.
All right, listen, man. You're doing great, okay? I want more of the same. This guy can't do anything to you anywhere. You are controlling the entire fight. Stay sharp.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. All right, next round is underway here, DC. You know about his counter-striking, and we certainly saw shades of that in the previous round. We'll see if he can keep it going here.
He has to continue down this path if he's going to be successful. This is how he wins fights. He's great at countering. He's great at luring out your attack and then making you pay for it. He's got to continue to do the same thing.
So again, trying to bait his opponent in here, looking to set up yet another counter. Yes, that's exactly what he's doing. He wants and needs his opponent to strike first. Not always easy being a counter striker. The crowd can get on you a little bit, but he has not deviated from the game plan here tonight. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming. Fighting from your range is so important. Beautiful punch lands again.
Joy gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. All All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He is just outclassing this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Left punch followed by a right. Nice 1-2 there by Choi.
Great block there.
All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Rosenstrike's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight.
Big punches.
Oh, just out of range with that right hand. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, effective use of the jab by Choi. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Oh, Rosenstrike's blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose. Choi's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. The Korean Superboy gets hit with that hook. That one had some pop behind it.
Oh, man, he lands another punch to the head. Beautiful leg kick lands.
Oh, massive overhand lands. Throwing that jab, no good. Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done, though.
Well, until his opponent adjusts, you might as well keep going with it as he continues to land a high volume of strikes in this one, DC.
But you don't want to be stuck on your feet with a boxer of this caliber. This guy's too good. And as you see his opponent looking lost, this is what you expect. He is that good in this singular skill. You got on 4-ounce gloves. Take this dude down. Don't box him. He's too good at it.
Just out of range with that strike. Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length. Of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab. 2 rounds in the books. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. Well, his nose is just mangled. The cut appears to be the big issue. Let's get you some replays from that previous round.
I mean, it's getting hammered. He's going back to the well over and over again. And why would he not? His opponent wasn't good on the defense. His opponent allowed for him to land too clean. And now, he's just targeting that cut on the nose.
All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Rosenstrike gets absolutely tagged by that stiff jab. Big left hook coming, it's blocked. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut. Big shot to the head.
Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. Landed the overhand. Fighters separate from the clinch now. Well, that'll quiet the storm. Shot blocked by Shore. Oh, big left hand there. Rosenstrike's been dealing with that cut on his nose for a while, and now it is just pouring blood. Oh, how technical is that? Nice straight punch. Oh, flying knee.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Come on, he's bleeding good. Let's make it worse.
So we have passed the midway point in the fight. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we get the fighters separate.
Oh, misses with the jab. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
Oh, Rosenstrike's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut's not getting any better. We got the best cut men in the game. Gotta think they're gonna be busy in between rounds. Well, he misses with the left punch there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Beautiful body kick.
You know, the kicks do hurt, right? These big body kicks, these high kicks, even though they're getting blocked, they do hurt.
All right, well, the calf kick has been a priority, and now his opponent is bruised in that area.
It's all in the game plan, John. They had a game plan to come out there and beat that lead leg up, and that's exactly what he's doing.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Just misses there with the left. Well, nice job there to use his opponent's offense against him as he lands the counter hook. Nice strike there by Shore. Oh, almost like you saw the skin swell right away after he landed that strike.
So that trainer's going to have to bring in the end swell to try to deal with the swelling because this guy is getting pieced up.
Final seconds here. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician. All right, well, I'm no doctor. I'm not going to diagnose a broken nose, but a huge cut on the bridge, and his opponent continues to attack it.
Continues to attack it as he should. He did the damage. He was the one that landed the shot that opened up that cut. Now he's got to make his opponent pay for it. He was a bit lax in the defense, and now he's got that massive cut on the bridge of his nose.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Left hook to the head. Oh, Rosenstrike's got a bruise starting to appear on that right side of his body now. Nice hook lands. He's got that jab working, nicely done. Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch. Misses on the uppercut there. Nice counter shot there. Rosenstrike's able to land another strike right there, right on the previously damaged nose. No surprise to see. Another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. Rosenstrike's cut right on the bridge of his nose does not look good, folks. We'll continue to keep an eye on it, and you gotta think the ringside physician will too. Referee might call him in here in short order. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Under 3 minutes to go in round 4. Good job by the defense to prevent that shot from getting through.
Work, guys, come on.
All right, single collar tie now. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach. Rosenstrike's an absolute mess right now. There is blood everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them call in the ringside physician between rounds. Nice job by him defensively there.
Back in the clinch, look for him to hang on his opponent's head and try to wear at his gas tank.
Big shot lands for both guys.
So a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut, and it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter, and he's as smart as they come. So the moment that...
Nice kick there by the Korean Super Bowl.
The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, once it gets checked, you got the Anderson Silva situation.
Good. Oh, the damage just continues to be inflicted. And with respect to the athletes, if this was a movie, I might just walk out. I don't think... Lands a nice 1-2.
I mean, geez Louise.
Good defensive vision to block that punch. Oh! Huge right hand!
Oh, man, he's hurt.
Oh! We might get a stoppage here soon.
In the half guard. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. All right, All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, heading back to the corner, and Rosenstrike's nose is thankful that's the end of the round. Got to be broken. A lot of blood coming out of that nose area, and we'll see if they indeed call on the ringside physician to take a closer look. All right, I'm being told we've got some replays from the previous round, and it appears as though the cut on the bridge of the nose is getting worse by the minute.
It's getting worse by the minute, and he's got an opponent in front of him that wants to target it. He wants to hit him on the nose over and over again. I wonder if every time he gets hit there, the blood goes down into the mouth, making it difficult to breathe.
You ready to fight? You ready?
5th and final round.
And there's that jab.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot. Oh, he just hurt him, he just hurt him.
Again, going back to the jab just out of range.
Nice block.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Choi gets hit and flushed with that overhand. Can't absorb too many more of those if you want to stay in this fight.
Oh, big punch land.
Immediately gets the underhook. And now some distance as they pull apart. That shot blocked by Choi. You know, I got to tell you, I'm not sure that his face could be much more swollen at this point in time. You got to raise that guard.
You got to get the high guard. I mean, at this point, John, you got to forget everything else and get the guard up high, keep the elbows in tight, and try to make sure that nothing lands clean on your face, because every time you're going to just get more and more swollen. He's in trouble.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 31 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Korean Superboy, Duho Choi.
So the Korean Superboy Duho Choi with another high